Welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV. Here we are in the Adder's Nest, the headquarters of the Twin Adders of Gridania, and Commander ARR has a quest for us. Seeking Solace. Which obviously involves the Sylphs. Namely, this is the start of a beast tribe. Now here's a woman who inspires confidence. It heartens me to see you stride into the Adder's Nest today, for I have a task of considerable breadth and even greater import. A task that calls out for a competent adventurer. Allow me to elaborate. In recent weeks, my eye has been drawn to unusual movements among the Sylphs, those charming yet troublesome beastmen with whom we share our forest home. In hopes of shedding light on their intentions, be they malicious or benign, I dispatched the young researchers to Little Solace to investigate further. The fellow goes by the name of Voice. Mayhap you have heard of him? It would seem he is rather accomplished in the field. He set out a fortnight ago and has been sending regular reports ever since. That is, until some 3 days passed. But he was quick to assure me that his prodigious intellect and survival skills would ensure his safety. I cannot help but fear he has come to harm. Such is my request to you. Travel to Little Solace and inquire as to the well-being of our man. Seek out the Sylph Olmxio, who has oft acted as an intermediary between our peoples. Now go in safety and in haste. The forest holds many dangers, these days more than ever. Now the main quest brought us to Little Solace before. And where's Olmxio? Up there. Walking one walks with strength and purpose, yes? But this one is busy one. State one's case and state it quickly. Scholar? Walking one is looking for smart one, yes? This one knows no smart one. This one does know bumbling, stumbling one. But what business would anyone have with that one? Stumbling one's whereabouts? Why, right over... Where did that one bumble off to? Bumbling one likely stumbled off to see Elder One. Stumbling one is always bothering Elder One with silly questions. Bothersome one's blubbering makes less sense than bubbling brook, this one thinks. Now, Elder Frixio, do you know where Voice is? Ah, Brave One returns to these ones. This one is honored. Word of Brave One's deeds comes often to Little Solace. These ones are honored to call Brave One friend. Brave One is searching for Scholarly One. Brave One cannot possibly mean that one. This one has met many walking ones, and that one has all the wits of a wing rat. 3 days ago, Witness One stumbled off to the Sylphlands, bubbling something about research. This one knows little of research, but this one does know that the Sylphlands are no place for walking ones, and witless to walking ones, that much the less. Yes, these ones' ancient home is now the domain of touched ones, and those ones mean danger to these ones and walking ones alike. This one tries to stop Witless One, but Witless One's ears are stuffed with beeswax. Bumbling One set off for the Sylphlands. Bumbling One is even dumber than this one thought. Touched ones will greet Bumbling One with boom and sizzle, then Bumbling One will be crispy one. This one thinks it's for the best. These ones will have one less worry. Walking One would go in search of that one. This one is confused. Why would this one take this one's word? That one is not worth the trouble. Walking One is certain? Then this one will not stand in Walking One's way, but heed this one's warning. Be wary, or dead ones will number 2. Walking One will truly go in search of Bumbling One? This one thought Walking One was making a joke, like the time this one stole Bumbling One's undergarments. This one does not understand what Walking One is thinking. This one would leave Bumbling One to bumble on his own. But, oh well, to each one one's own. This one saw Bumbling One stumble off toward Larkskull, between this place and Touched One's homes. Bumbling One is probably there shivering in stockings, if Bumbling One found stockings anyway, which this one doubts. Be warned, Walking One. The trees have eyes and report to Touched Ones. Walking One should not rush too quickly into Bumbling One's aid, lest Walking One fall into nasty trap. Okay, off into Larkskull. Walking One scribbles letters. Maybe Walking One is smart on what everyone was talking about. Smart One? Ha! Smart One would not stumble so stupidly into this one's domain. Someone help me? They'll eat me alive. Shush, Stupid One. These ones have no need for eating. Or did Stupid One not read that in Stupid One's stupid paper text? Stupid One is even stupider than this one thought. Now answer this one. Stupid One tries to sneak into this one's home and kidnap Chosen One's potling, yes? Stupid One will confess, or Stupid One will be shocky sizzly one. Chosen One? Potlings? Aha! Did this one know, or did this one know it? But this one, I was just repeating what you... Silence! This one here sneaking one? What one goes there? This one knows boss one. This one has seen Walking One a little solace. Walking One is strong, not like Stupid One. Bah, this one will deal with Stupid One another day. Let these ones be off. Oh friend, how can I ever repay you? Why, I thought it was a gunner for sure. Whatever do you suppose got into those Sylphs? The best cherries describe them as such a carefree, fun-loving folk, and my rather limited first-hand experience has been the same. But do tell, to whom do I owe the debt of gratitude? An adventurer dispatched by the order of a twin adder on behalf of little old me, you say? Bless the commander, always looking out for his charge. Well, I'd like nothing more than to continue this conversation. Would you mind terribly if we did so back at Little Solace? This place is giving me the heebie-jeebies. Oh, hello, I said it's good to see you in one piece, friend, but where are my manners? I've not even properly introduced myself. Voice, Gridanian's foremost scholar of Sylphic customs and lore, at your service. Well, at least that's what I told the commander when I volunteered for this mission. Just between you and me, I'm actually rather new to the field. But I've long been fascinated by the cute little critters, and I thought this was a perfect opportunity to make a name for myself. Which reminds me, I was just thumbing through one of the tomes I borrowed from Stillglade Fane, when I came across a particularly fascinating passage of a legendary Sylph who is said to possess such power that she controls the very fate of her people. Now I realize this might sound crazy, but I couldn't help but wonder if this might be the self-same Chosen One that frightful Sylph was. Chosen One? Well, yes, well does this one know the legend? Chosen One, the one who embodies the spirit of all trees that have ever lived and ever will live in this one's forest home. Once every 1,000 years, so every 1,000 years, does Chosen One sprout forth to lead these ones into a new era before returning to slumber. Birth and rebirth, such is the cycle of this one's civilization. 1,000 years, huh? So if the last recorded sighting of the Chosen One was, yes. That would mean that the next rebirth would occur in, just give me a moment now. Yes, carry that one, and, other one, could it be that rebirth of Chosen One is nigh, and Touched Ones are plotting something? Huh, well, I believe our Sylph friend here has the right of it. This one does not like this at all. Something must be done. Something, yes, something indeed must be done, yet many questions of import remain to be answered. Such as, where might we find this Chosen One, and what is the true nature of the power she holds? And most importantly of all, where, pray tell, did I misplace my underclothes? I know not if this is related to the coming of a Chosen One, but the Trollswood is terribly chilly these days. But regardless, I swear now that I shall remain at Little Solace until these mysteries are unraveled. It was not by dumb luck that I was chosen for this task. No, the esteemed leaders of my nation knew that... No, they knew that... my, that's rather cold, isn't it? If you'll allow me a moment's respite. This one is worried if Chosen One falls into hands of Touched Ones. It could mean the end for these ones. This one must see to the safety of Little Solace. The search for Chosen One, this one would entrust to Walking One. Coughing One spouts big words, but has not the strength to save these ones. This can be seen by anyone. And so this one turns to Walking One. Will Walking One help these ones? You can count on this one. Thank you, Walking One. Walking One is true friend to these ones. This one will not forget friendly one's kindness. And Beast Tribe quest unlocked. You achieved neutral reputation with the Sylphs of Little Solace. Beast Tribes quests are now available from Tanaxia at Little Solace. And you can now buy from the Sylphic vendor. And the achievement Sylph Conscious 1. Raising this thing. Something smells rotten, and this one can bet Touched Ones are behind it. This one saw Touched Ones planting sting stools in Naxgal. Touched Ones want to make a sting to keep Walking Ones out of the forest. This one knows. What are those ones thinking? Touched One would stink up these one's own home to keep out other ones? Please, friendly one, slice up stinky ones before the entire forest is covered in stink. Whoa, is this one? The pack of pumpkins that this one picked was purloined by a pack of pernicious ones. Or rather, this one dropped the sack when it's startled by those ones. The flesh of ripened devil gourd produces a most striking yellow dye for weaving. Without it, these one's clothes will be reduced to dreary rags. This one dropped gourds in Laxgal, near Touched One's home. Walking One must hurry and collect the gourds before Touched Ones carry them all away. Will this one never see this one's dear friends again? Walking One, listen, Touched Ones played terrible trick. Tricked scary gape moths into swallowing this one's friends whole. Poor ones, Walking One must save poor ones before they become dinner ones. Sweet smell of sap will open Gape Moth's big mouth. Walking One, please, save this one's friends from belly of trouble. Okay, now. There's a Bane stool. You need to kill 2. Those are the stinky ones, the Bane Stools. Okay, collecting the sap for freeing the Sylphs from the Gape Moss. Of course, the Devil God is for the dice the Sylphs wanted. This gets a lot easier thanks to being over-leveled. If everything attacks you, that can be rather annoying because of how close we all stand together. Huh, what a relief. Belly of Gape Moor is stinky and smelly. This one suggests walking one, stay away. Touch ones will pay for this. This one will have this one's revenge. Oh, what a relief. Belly of Gape Moor stinky and smelly. Had that message already. Okay, and back to the camp. Ah, this one's nose tells this one that friendly one has saved these ones again. There's no end to this one's gratitude. Touched ones once loved the forest as these ones did, but no more. This one feels sad for touched ones. There are 5 stacks of gourd, yes? Please tell this one you found them all. I did. This one's gourds. Walking one is such strong and helpful one. Nothing like another walking one this one knows. This one cannot believe these two are both walking ones. This one will weave beautiful dress for helpful one someday. But today, this one is busy. This one's friends are safe. How can this one ever thank walking one? When walking one first came, this one saw only new target for tricks. Now this one sees a true friend. What has the Sylphic vendor right now? Clothes, also Sylphic silk. which you need for some recipes, I believe. Yeah. Okay. And that shall be it for this episode, I think. Probably a bit shorter than usual, but that's how these starting quests sometimes turn out. Anyway, until next time, when we play more Final Fantasy XIV, I am Ace, and don't get lost.